Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what I want to do is I want to do a review on the Gyeon Wax. So you guys may have seen I have currently got this in one of my test panel videos comparing against 4 other waxes, but what I like to always do is test out the products by themselves as much as possible. There's a lot of products to go through, but this is one that I'm keen to see more of. So after doing a little bit of research, Gyeon says that it is fine to apply to any ceramic coating of your choice. So I don't have a Gyeon ceramic coating, I have CarPro Seaquartz UK as my ceramic coating, and I really like using a wax. The reason why I coat my cars though is I like the durability and yeah, the overall water behavior it gives. Nothing in the sealant or wax realm can really match that from what I have come across. I like that my car is completely protected for around 2 years. I just wash it occasionally, keeps it maintained, and it has that really good water behavior that will last. So now with this product, I can potentially once every 2 years polish and ceramic coat the car, and then when I feel like using a wax, because this is something about using like the paste type wax product, not a spray sealant so much, I don't find that so soothing. When it comes to something that's like a something you're applying with an applicator pad and it goes on, you can see it, hazes, and you wipe it down, that I just find really nostalgic and relaxing to do. As I know a lot of other people do as well. Some people think that's weird, but hey, since I've been using a few more waxes recently, I've been really keen to give this a try on the coating. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do today. The car needs to get a good wash first because it's actually completely filthy at the moment. So I'm about to film another video testing out a snow foam. But yeah, the car's going to get a good thorough clean. We'll bring it back into the garage, park it up, sit along here, get the lights going, and we will test out the Gyeon Wax. So yeah, pick the camera back up once it is time to start applying and we'll see how we go. All right guys, so have the car completely clean, dry and parked up in the garage. So we're ready to test out and apply this Gyeon Wax. So this is all we're going to need. Probably we'll use the supplied microfiber for wiping off, and I believe I already used this, but it should be fine. We'll see how we go. So I'm going to try and get this in shot. So basically open up this, take this little cover off, wearing gloves because this is a, see if you can see it on there, a fluorine wax, fluorine. I've heard kind of worrying things about that. It's pretty harmful. So I'm going to wear gloves to be safe. I don't know if this is going to be any issue, but gloves to be safe. So wind that up like a roll-on deodorant basically. Wipe that, basically roll this along the applicator sponge, so we'll get right to the edges. So it does say on the instructions, where was it? Use a moderate amount of product. So moderate to me means a decent amount. Oh, got a bit of a spillage there. So I'm going to wind that back down. We'll put our cover back on, lid back on. So there we go. We are ready to start applying. So if I can just get my camera set up. So we'll go for the bonnet first. So I'm just going to put some of this excess that we've got. There we go. And basically work it in just like any other wax. So easy to use just because you can see exactly where you've been. That's what I find easier about applying a wax, that you can just make your nice smooth circles, or you can just do your straight lines if you'd like. It's probably even easier to do, but I just like full coverage, and yeah, I've always just done the circles. No, you're not going to miss a spot that way. so should probably try not to get it onto those windscreen nozzles. I might just get a light on, get a bit more light. So yeah, as you can see, really easy. See if this amount that I had was enough for half the bonnet that I was going to go for. Really easy to get in everywhere. I really like this applicator. Try and get full coverage. This is painted here, but I'll still try and avoid it. So let's see if we've got enough to keep going over here. Could probably use a little bit more, especially with the use a moderate amount recommendation. So yeah. So I'm just going to load up a little bit more for the rest of the bonnet. That's good. Should be plenty. Let's take this back over. Let's get the rest of this bonnet, and we might do the guard down here as well. So yeah, I'm probably going a little bit thick with it, to be honest. That's usually the way you work out the best way to use it, is just by using it and seeing how it works. So okay, so I just finished doing the bonnet, front guards on both sides, and the headlights. I think the camera actually stopped recording at some point there. But so that is all done. And just for what it looks like, so easy to see if you've missed a spot, which kind of looks like there I have, but I don't think so. So with it being going so hazy, being a wax, super easy to see where you've been, where you haven't, where you went on a little bit thick, like I did here. But that's fine, it'll all wipe down. So yeah, we've got all the front and the headlights, the guard, something on the front bumper. We have to wait 30 minutes to wipe that down. So what I'll do is, while I wait for my timer to notify me to start wiping that off, I'm just going to keep doing around this side of the car, and possibly the roof and the front bumper. So we'll keep moving along. Just sort of show you guys like a before. So obviously the paint already looks amazing. It's been polished, it's been ceramic coated, and it's been pretty well maintained, as well as just being washed today. So it already looks good. I just want to see if this can add a little bit extra. I know it's going to make the paint slicker, but yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of extra protection on top of your coating. So yeah, it's just something new to try out. But yeah, as you can see, the paint already looks really good, but we're hoping to see if we can improve that. So yeah, I will pick this back up when it's time to wipe that section off, or maybe I'll leave the front bumper undone so we can see the difference. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going along here, and we'll pick this camera back up in another 30 minutes when we wipe that down. All right guys, it's been 30 minutes. Got our microfiber that came with the wax, and it's gonna see what's this like to wipe down. So I start off with like no pressure and just do a swipe. And yeah, as you can see, that's all it took. So I think the time is definitely right to wipe it all off. I didn't find anything about leaving it longer. I just found a minimum of 30 minutes. So I have used this microfiber before, I remember. So I may have to grab another one in a sec. But yeah, that wipes off really easy. And yeah, paint looks amazing. It already did, so it is hard to judge, I guess, but now I wouldn't say, maybe I need to leave a little bit longer, but I wouldn't say it's as easy to wipe down as the Bowdens, which I've done a few cars with now, but there's not much in it. Might be down to this cloth, this microfiber towel being used before. So you can see I'm having to kind of go back over sections. So yeah, I think I'm going to grab a different towel. I just know that I did use this before. I didn't wash it, so just this guy here should be good. So yeah, we'll try this one. This is definitely a lot softer. something I would use generally. That one was more like a waffle weave almost. So yeah, this seems to be doing a better job. And yeah, definitely much easier with this. Still occasional flip over. Yes, that's what I love about wax. Like while you're wiping it off, it's like, you know, it's like, looks all terrible, and then you know it wasn't like that before you applied it, but it just looks so good. So I don't know, that's probably a lot of the reason why I like doing it. Just goes all hazy and looks crusty, and then you're wiping it down to perfection. Oh, I did accidentally get a little bit down into this gap where my bonnet scoop goes, which is going to annoy me. Yeah, so I mean, I did say that it doesn't really take as long as a sealant. I guess so with a sealant, you're kind of, that's probably including the wiping down, the application and wipe down all at once. So maybe it takes, or a quick detailer, maybe it takes about twice as long, because the application process is one part, and then you wait the 30 minutes and then you wipe it off. So yeah, we'll say, you know, give yourself an hour, not including the waiting time, I guess, to definitely do the whole car. And I will say this isn't as easy to wipe down as the Bowden's Butte beads that I did. It's not much hotter, but that stuff wipes off. Like, you don't even have to you don't have to go back over anything twice. It just comes off that easy. But there we go. Let's flip the towel. So, there's the bonnet done. Really nice. Does feel nice and slick. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Let's get this front guard here. I believe this is one we did second. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. And the headlight. Oops, sorry, probably wasn't even showing the headlight. May have just been filming my shoe. So these headlights I actually do need to restore. Got a bit of haze going on them, so I need to sand and re-clear, or sand and coat. But for a temporary fix, looks pretty good. And the other headlight, this one's probably a bit worse. I did the front bumper last, so I'll try and not wipe that. Yeah, this headlight's pretty bad. I have to redo that. And lastly, this front guard on this side. Oh, sorry, my filming is all over the shop. I'm just filming my leg. Okay, look at that. Let's see how it did on the carbon fibre, which is already a bit faded. The indicator. So yeah, no real issues on plastic or carbon. Yeah, it looks really good. So there's that front section that we applied on camera. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's so hard to call. I feel like it looks better. I feel like that's like, I don't know. It's probably just the placebo, but this line here, you can see the light hitting it, where it's making my paint sort of change colour like it does. It goes like a, I don't know, like a browny bronze colour sometimes in certain lights, which is what it's doing there. I feel like it wasn't doing that as much. Like that's popping a lot. And then this guard down here, that other body line there, yeah, looks really good. So I don't know, could be all in my head, but I feel like that's made the paint look just even better. Now the paint on this is not perfect. When I didn't do a full correction this time, so I did like, you know, two and a half, 3 years ago, I did a full correction on it, and I decided 2 years later when my coating had sort of started to run out and I wanted to redo it, I just did like a single stage. I just polished it. I didn't bother trying to get all the defects out. This bonnet, it's got some touch-up spots, it's got some chips, lots of little chips. So yeah, the paint isn't perfect, but you can see how good it's made it look. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. So guess I'll do the rest of the car now off camera. Shouldn't take me too long, but yeah, I can't stop looking at that. It looks so good. So I'm gonna do the rest of the car. I will pick the camera back up at the end. I'll give my final thoughts. If there's anything I noticed when I was doing the rest of the car, but it should be all pretty easy to wipe down. So yeah, pick the camera back up soon. For now, absolutely loving that front section we've already done. All right guys, there you have it, the finished result. So I'm thinking it has made a difference. Car looks absolutely stunning. That paint just spot on, like really, really glossy. I know it already was, so it's probably placebo. And yeah, probably already looked exactly the same, but I don't know. I feel like it made a difference. I feel like the pearl and the color is just showing that little bit more. So get the light on. And one thing I will say, maybe I left it too long. Maybe I didn't leave it long enough. It wasn't as easy to wipe off as I kind of thought. It took a little bit of going back and forth. The results, as you can see, well worth it. But yeah, it did take a fair bit of work. I know I've missed some spots, so dinner is actually ready, so I kind of need to head in and eat my dinner. But yeah, I feel like I'll just take it out tomorrow in the light, be able to walk around and get a better look at any spots that I've missed. Not that I've like missed spots, but just you kind of have to go back over them a few times. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. Just look at that carbon fiber, really made that pop. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Will I use it again on my coated car? I guess we'll see. I do feel like just using the Gyeon ceramic quick detailer that I did a video on previously on this car, I feel like that made the paint look really good too, but it was a lot easier. It was just basically a drying aid. So, but yeah, there you go. Probably continue using it as a standalone protection and keep the Gyeon ceramic detailer and other ceramic quick details I've used. So like over here, I can see a spot that I've missed. So yeah, we'll have to go back over it. I'll come back out later and do that. But yeah, for now, I thought I'd wrap the video up. It's probably already far too long. But yeah, so it's $80 Australian to get this. You can actually get it at Repco, so you don't have to order from like Car Care Products or Detail Shed or any of those shops that sell the sort of higher end brands. Repco actually stock Gyeon. I didn't buy it from there, but they do actually have it on the shelves. I have seen it. So if you want to try this out and you want to use a wax, I'd say go for it. Am I absolutely obsessed with it and in love with it? Probably not. I kind of expected it to be just as easy to wipe off as the Bowden's Butte Beads was. It's just not quite at that level. It's a little bit grippier and grabbier to wipe off. You kind of have to go back over a few times. It took away from the enjoyment a little bit, I guess. Because that Bowden stuff, like, that's what got me back into wanting to try more waxes. It kind of spoilt me because it is honestly so easy to apply, like to remove, to wipe down. You don't even have to go back over it once, just a slight wipe and it's gone. I kind of wanted this to be the same, but be able to be applied on top of a ceramic coating, because the Bowden's one you cannot use on top of a coating. So yeah, can't, I guess, have my cake and eat it too, but still really like this product. It seems to last really well as standalone protection as well, and it has made the paint really look great. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Pretty happy with it. Not my favorite product ever, but definitely something that I will continue using and consider buying another container of it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up down below. I will have a link to this product, I guess, at Repco and some other shops in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Do you think it looks different? I mean, maybe it's probably impossible to tell by video, but hey, why not? Let me know. And subscribe if you're not already for plenty more videos like this. But with all that said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.